Don't take this one as financial advice. This is just my thought. So I want to go back to what happened here because this is a March. This was a March earning. There was a sharp drop, and then there was like a rally here, like a short rally. So I want to go back there because that's what happened this year. Sorry, last year. Remember that? We had a same March earning. We had a sharp drop, and then Roaring Kitty come back and create this kind of, he did, making very similar fractal as this one. So I did go back and see what happened. So there was a March earning last year. So when you kind of bring this one, and then let me stretch this one out. So when you look at this as a bigger picture, because I always kind of look at this one as a bigger picture. So I knew that they're using the similar fractal, but it's just that because Roaring Kitty buy a lot of calls and the shares, he created a gamma squeeze, right? And there's a lot of people also buy into it too. So I do remember, tracking this chart on that same time frame. And after that, we had there's dilutions and pullback, all this kind of stuff. And after that, since then, this thing start to kick off and start, a bit of a rally, but it's not really rally. It's really slow, kind of run here. So I kind of wanted to show you guys in a bigger picture here. So I do think that we might be going through this phase, which is 2020 end of August phase. Like we are in the August phase. So if you think about that way, we could potentially see this upside, and then that kind of makes that could also be perfectly in line with the Roaring Kitty could potentially come back on January 8th, right? So something January 9th or something, whatever he tweeted about, the minute and 9 second on the Time magazine, that could potentially enlighten in this kind of chart here, right? After this whole March crash, March earning and pullback, and then all this kind of rally thing happened. So we could see this in January, in my opinion, but I think it could be after January OPEX. Maybe, maybe it could be before, but it's hard to find the timing, but it could happen next week, right? So next Thursday, Fridays, option, big option expiration day, and then, he want that, the gamma squeeze, right? So, maybe week after that, the hedge fund market makers have to, hedge, so they buy shares, create the, rally here, run in the short term, and then I do expect this kind of pullback, so we're gonna see a huge volatility until we are heading into this final squeeze phase. I don't know when this gonna final show squeeze phase, because I can't really tell, because I've been kind of tracking different time frame, and then I don't know if this thing will happen when this thing's gonna happen. I still need more data. So I want to see when this thing create a gap up, right? Because when you go back and let me show you something. So when you go back, this is 2020. Yes, so this is 2020, right? So I want to show you something here. So you see that kind of very similar. Let me just bring this up here. So same March earning. Same March earning. There was a drop. Same March earning. There was a drop in 2020. This is last year. And then this is a gamma squeeze or whatever squeeze happened. Same thing happened here. So he did create he did use this fractal. He take this opportunity to create this fractal here, I think. Pullback happened, right? I can just tone this one down so you guys can see whole chart all together. And then bounce back up, which what happened here, pullback happened also. So it's very similar. You see that? Very similar from the March earning to here. Okay. It's just that much bigger run, right? Because of the Roaring Kitty got in here. So I think that's kind of what I see here from that run. And then we had a pullback, went through this whole accumulation phase. And now we are heading into this phase now. And then this is the phase that Ryan Cohen rebuilt his first stake, 9.6% on August 31st, right? So I think Roaring Kitty might use the same fractal here. As you can see, there's a lot of volatility here, right? There's ups and down, Roaring Kitty twists, and gap filled again, and GameStop earning happened, gap filled, like come back again. All this kind of like ups and down is kind of creating here, which is very similar to what happened here as well, right? Before Ryan Cohen announced, like, first stake announcement happened, right? So there was a lot of this ups and down kind of stuff. So if we are kind of tracking this one, and then Roaring Kitty kind of using that fractal to create this kind of using this opportunity to create this whole accumulation phase, that means there's gonna be a run here, right? So I think he might use this time, this similar fractal here, which what happened on 2020 August 31st, when Ryan Cohen rebuilt his first stake, create a gap up, and then pop, right? So I brought this fractal here, just kind of want to show you. Let me bring this one up here. Okay, so that's what happened here. Now we are going through here. So let's see where we at. So I think that's I think our bottom. This thing start to come back up. Very similar, right? I think there was some area where it's not similar to where we at, but I did think there's some, maybe it might be somewhere like that, something like that. I think that's kind of what I see here, because I know some fractals are not perfectly 100% correct, but what we are looking at is this is kind of moving upside, right? And that's what's creating here, from this bottom low. It's creating like it's creating higher low, right? That's kind of what I want to mention here. It's creating higher low, continue going upside. So I think we might be somewhere here. You see where let me just do a let me zoom in here. You see we had a pullback, but when you line all this thing up, November 22nd, November 27th, December 18th, and what happened today, this thing is perfectly lined up here, right? So now we need some sort of a catalyst, or I don't know, maybe this will just move over by, yeah, like this, they're gonna use fractals or whatever, but anyway. So I think we might be there, which is here. So tomorrow is option expiration day. So based on this fractal, we might push this thing up. I don't know how much, but maybe you could finish by maybe $33, something like that. And by Tuesday, it says by Tuesday, but like I said, things can delay, so maybe Roaring Kitty want to time it on maybe January 9th. Maybe that's where it is. He's gonna rebuild his maybe portfolio again. There's a GameStop in it, gap up, which what also happened here in August 31st. That's when RC create a gap up by rebuilding his first stake. So I think he might use a similar fractal here, right? And if that's true, and also we have a XRT ETF ratio that will also kicked off on January 6th. So there might be the also pressure there. So I think he's gonna use all this kind of stuff from the market, and then maybe he's gonna run this thing. So I know there's a lot of hypes in regards to this January 17. I think he wants to kind of have that causing the money or something like that, but I don't think that's like a squeeze area. We don't want to think that we are heading in for, because I was trying to figure out like, okay, where are we exactly, and then just the way they're kind of running these things are extremely slow, and even though like logically, like even though it's like very slow, doesn't really make sense that if this is like a May run again, right? If this is another repeat of May run, I need to see more, not more, but at least I need to see things in similar to the May fractal, but it just doesn't seem that way. So I went go back and double check what happened 2020, and it just does seem that that's kind of what they're creating here. There's a lot of a volatility move, but that's what they did here too in 2020. So I think that's kind of where we at. I personally think that they're creating a bigger squeeze here. So by next week, we could see $50. We might retest this area again, right? Which what happened on May run, right? If we are tracking this one. So by revealing Roaring Kitty portfolio that he has maybe GameStop stakes or whatever, which what RC did have, announced on that August 31st, 2020, using same fractals, going through this whole cycle here from the March earnings, right? We might see something similar price action here, okay? So people ask when is gonna be the squeeze phase. I think the squeeze phase will be coming a little later than what I think it will be, because the way things are really, as you know, the speed of the algo is very slow. So I can't really guarantee when the squeeze is gonna be. But then, so I need to see more confirmation, I think. So the first confirmation I think I love to see is when they're gonna create a gap up here, right? Which what happened here. So when I see that gap up and this thing hit like 50 something bucks and come back down, I think that will be a good indicator, right? To match with the fractal that they created from 2020 August and September, right? So once I have that, I think that will be a very good indicator to see when we will the final squeeze phase. But based on what I have here, the final squeeze phase might come in end of the year, by November. So we'll see if this is the correct, but it's very interesting the way it kind of shows that way, because I want to talk about Bitcoin before I wrap this up, but because I'm tracking Nvidia right now. Nvidia, I'm expecting this whole crash cycle again, right? 207, and this final crash will happen between end of October to December. So something between November will be the the final capitulation or something like that, so we'll see. I still need to track things, and I need more data. I need more I need more time to track these things, but based on what's going on, and then Rowan Key mentioned about the recalls and stuff, and if that's what he's trying to do, I do expect that that's kind of where we at. It's very slow. I know it's very slow. Things are a little disappointing, but it is what it is, right? So, but yeah, there's gonna be a pop this year. This month, and there's gonna be a pullback. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, there's gonna be a pullback here. I know they did mention that they're not gonna do dilution maybe end of fiscal year, so which is January 31st. So maybe by end of January, there's gonna be another dilution, and then drop this thing off another 20%. I don't know how big the dilution is gonna be, but it'll drop another 29-30%, right? So expect that pullback. Also, when you line up here, hold on. So when you draw a line, when you hit all the, when you line all the bottoms, this thing brings you to somewhere here, $38 or $36 level. So we might finish around that time. The dilution, so another 36 or 37, whatever, and this thing will continue to go up, right? And that because that was the cycle in 2020. They kick off the bull cycle here, and that's RC kick off the bull cycle, and this thing happened. There's ups and down, so I think we need to go through this whole accumulation phase. I did kind of draw a lot of things here, so I'm gonna just clear it up. Just 1 second. And then RC also buy another stake on December 21st on this fractal, which is about here. I know I think this thing is a little off here, but yeah. So in this chart, based on this fractal, we might see some sort of a announcement could happen on August 11th or something, and then this will kick off the squeeze. So I know we are also waiting for Bed Bath Beyond. So I know for those of you who are waiting for that, I'm also waiting for that. I want to show you something very interesting because the Bitcoin is tracking exactly the same fractals that I have here. So I want you to take a look at this one. I post this one just before I started. This is, I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but it is very interesting. So I just want to show you guys here. So we have a final Bed Bath Beyond hearing on January 7th, and this has been pushed very long time, since 2023. So this 2397, I don't know what this hearing's about, but this has been delayed for almost 2 years, like year and a half or something, since 2023 October. It's crazy, but I think there must be a reason why. And there's another hearing, this one from September last year. This has been dragged out as well. I don't know what this hearing is about, but this will be the final hearing. So this final hearing is at January 7th, 10 a.m., both of them. But interesting thing is, I'm not saying this is due to the Bed Bath Beyond, but it's just the timing is just really interesting. So this Bitcoin is tracking very similarly. I've been talking about this for a while. I've been talking about the Bitcoin's crash will happen like this. This has been dropped for almost 13%. Now this is slowly climbing up after New Year. But they want more FOMO buying, right? They want more people buy in before they're gonna liquidate, right? So, but the interesting thing is the Bitcoin will drop or crash from January 7th, Tuesday as well. So I don't know what's going to happen on January 7th. Something has to happen here. There's no reason why Bitcoin dropped this much. Maybe they need liquidity, maybe, but it's just very interesting to look at that Bitcoin dropped minus 20%, or sorry, minus 26% on the same day BBBY final hearings is. So obviously we have no idea why the Bitcoin is tracking the 2020 August and September run, September. But maybe there's some liquidity events, but yeah, it's that's kind of where we at. So we'll see. I don't know if they're gonna connect I don't know if they're gonna connect with the Bed Bath Beyond, but I mean the BBY's final hearing is what's gonna happen after Bed Bath Beyond final hearing? There should be answers, right? There have been like the shareholders have been waiting for almost 2 years, right? And I know the fact that you know they have to maintain no, they have to like keep the NOL, so they have to preserve the NOL, so that's why they cancel the shares. I mean, they have to, right? So we learned that, and it was in the filing. So we could confidently tell people or shields that why shares are canceled. The reason that shares are canceled in advance was because they need to preserve the NOL, and that's the most important thing. If Acquire didn't if Acquire don't preserve the NOL, then shareholders gonna get wiped out. So I think there's a reason why they did that. They want to keep the NOL, which also written in the filings. And then something's gonna happen, I think. Yeah, something's gonna happen next week. I have no idea. I'm not an insider or anything, right? I'm just retail shareholder, just tracking all these things and trying to predict what's gonna happen. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen on Bed Bath Beyond final hearing, and then if it does finish, and if we get the answer, then it makes sense that the market makers or short hedge funds who use the crypto market as a maybe some liquidity pools, and they want to maybe rug pull or grab some liquidity from this unregulated market, then they're gonna go ahead and do it, right? So people talks about there's gonna be like payouts from cash, whatever. I personally think there will be a shares, buy baby shares. And then but yeah, I personally we'll have to see. I mean, I don't know how much the payout price is. We're going through this kind of the fraud cases against the executives, and I think we're gonna find out more information maybe by next week. But something's gonna happen here, I think. And then we're gonna get the answers, and then maybe share comes back within a week or two. I mean, when you look at what happened to Hertz, as an example here, Hertz file the so hold on, let me bring this up. So Hertz end up getting new shares, cash, and warrants, and this warrants was extremely. It was, yeah. I saw some shareholders of Hertz, and then he shared some screenshot, and then yeah, it was, yeah, he went up like crazy amount of money. It's kind of like the warrants kind of acted like options. So I don't know how things gonna play out in Bed Bath Beyond, but I hope there's gonna be warrants. But Hertz case, they did confirm the plan of reorganization. So I'm expecting some of the a new reorganization plan after the final hearing, and which will happen somewhere in the middle of the month. So, and then it took about a couple weeks. And then they did announce the chapter 11. Sorry, they did announce the exiting chapter 11 on end of June. So it takes about 10 days, about 2 weeks, and the new ticker comes out on July 1st. So it took about 3 weeks, right? 2 to 3 weeks. So if that's the case, it makes sense that maybe shares comes out, when Donald Trump officially becomes the president, right? So yeah, that's something that I'm kind of watching out for. So let's see if this thing plays out. And let's see, 1 second. No doubt they're using AMC to pull them down. Why would AMC be down for no reason? Let's pull out AMC for a second. So I was tracking AMC. I was kind of hoping that this is repeating the May run, you know. But because I was kind of going back and see what happened in 2020, and if we are tracking 2020 August phase, August to September, and which is same as Bitcoin, you know. Bitcoin is also tracking this area, which is August and September, and there's a huge crash. Okay, so even Bitcoin is tracking this one, right? And you know what? That's actually interesting. Hold on. So RC announced his stake here, end of August 31st, and then 1 day later it crashed. Okay. Interesting. So that means next Wednesday. Oh, hold on. Next Tuesday we're gonna see a gap up then from GameStop, because that's August 31st. Hold on. Yeah, we could see a gap up on Tuesday. Yeah, we could see a gap up on Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, okay, cool. So if that's the case, when you go back and check AMC and what happened in end of August, so this was the April, so March, April, May, and I think they use the same maybe fractal here. If AMC is using same August end of August area, which is this area, and I don't know, they're kind of they're really dragging out a little slowly, but yeah, we could see this kind of pullback too, right? If we are tracking this one, and we are 2020 August and September, that means we could see this kind of stuff, price action. But I don't know if they're gonna do that. I don't know how much they're gonna do it. I mean, this already, yeah. So maybe they're gonna run this, differently. But right now, based on the fractals, that's what it seems like. I don't know. So that's kind of AMC right now, So I don't know if they're gonna do this way or not. But I just pull out the fractal here. And then if this is what happened, maybe July we're gonna see this kind of run, and then by end of November we're gonna see this kind of run. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, but I might be completely wrong. So AMC is kind of difficult right now, because as you know, AMC is kind of used as a collateral to short the GameStop basket stock. So we'll see. Maybe they might go through like that, they might do that kind of stuff, so we will see. Yeah, AMC is very difficult. It's hard to track, but I think that we are definitely going through August. That's the fact, because the Bitcoin is also tracking August, September, and then this area, when this thing hit the top here one more time and then pull back, this crash happened, was September 1st. So remember RC bought his first stake on August 31st. He revealed that, and then create a gap up on GameStop, right? So when you go back and pull the GameStop here, where's GameStop? 2020. Okay, sure. I have to bring the fractal again. 1 second. So where's 2020? Okay, so I'm gonna bring this one again because to so from March 2020, and then come back from this is March earning, same fractals, doing same shit. I'm gonna delete all this kind of stuff. It's very nice, very busy, so I'm just gonna delete those things, clean it up a little bit. So they're doing this now, in my opinion. So hold on, where did I put it here? So we're now going through. Hold on, where was I think I remember seeing this one. Yeah, like that maybe. Was it here? Did I? What was the other one? Hold on, let me see. I'll have to double check. Why this is so? Like sometimes, like I hate this one because sometimes this whole fractals get moved when I change the time frame. So it's really annoying. I think last time where was the? I think it was here. Did I? No, I think it was like here or something. Oh, damn it. 1 second. I have to check RSI again. Because I checked the RSI and that's where I got. 1 second. Okay, so this is 2 hours. So you see there's a sharp drop here. We see same movement on 6 hours. Let me see. We see same movement happen here. Sharp drop. And based on that indicator, that might be here. Was it this one? Yeah, that might be this one. That's right. So, okay, that's good. So, just to go back to Bitcoin again. Oops. Yeah, that's right. So, we are here. One more time. Oops, shoot. Alright, so that's the... Yep, we might be here. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's kind of where the where this is in GameStop. And then hold on. This whole thing is just mess. Okay, you know what? Yeah, since I already got the fractals here, it's easier for me to just grab a Bitcoin chart here. Yeah, then I don't have to ruin the one that I already have it here. So I'm gonna I'm gonna lock this one. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Go back to 2020 August, September again. Where is this of 2020 August, September? Okay, here. So I think we are going for this phase. So this is August 31st. Okay, so that's when RC announced his stake. So let's see. Huh, now it says February. That's really weird. Just kept changing. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me just fix this one. Yep, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to modify this one. Oh my god, it just keep changing over and over again. So that's why this whole TA is really frustrating, because you have to spend so much time on it, and then when you change the time frame, just keep changing. So 1 second. So it should be here, I think. Yeah, there. Hold on. There's crash. There's a pullback. 1 second. It's a pullback. I think like here or something. Yeah, I think we might be somewhere here. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit more. 1 second. Yeah, something like that, I think. Oh shit, I still have to. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we are. So, so gap up phase yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have to recheck it out. But gap up phase will happen here in January 21st. It says, but we'll see, if Rowan Kitty, will reveal his like portfolio in GameStop, whatever, in January 9th. We'll see, but yeah, I think we are like here, so which is August 29th, or that's kind of where it is at, right? So right now Bitcoin is already up there. One second. I'm gonna bring the fractals here. So this one. So right there. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, January 7th, January 8th will be the September 1st. So we might be like here or something. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, something like that. Something like that, I think. So tomorrow, yeah, we should see some upside. And then we'll watch the max pain. Let's see, max pain to this week, this Friday is the okay, $30. So right now it's 30. Okay. So I think tomorrow, yeah, we should bounce back up to $33 or something like that. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll have to continue to track this one. But yeah, I think we're heading into this end of August phase, 2020. So yeah, we'll see. So we might see this kind of run here by mid of January. It says maybe Jan 17, 16, something like that, when there's a huge option chains are there. So we'll see. I think based on the fractals, we might retest this area, which was $60 range here. This area. So we might retest that area, and then after that, this could come back down on February. As you know, GameStop did mention that they could do a dilution here, right? I mean, they're not gonna do a dilution. They didn't say they're gonna do a dilution, but they said they're not gonna do dilute until the fiscal year end, which is January 31st, and then yeah, there's crash. I mean, not crash, but there's a pullback happen, about 20% or 30% drop. So I don't know how big the dilution is gonna be, but I think it's gonna be maybe smaller than this one. They're gonna try to maintain this higher low area, right? This higher low. So they're gonna be, I think, extremely strategic in terms of the dilution. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. So that's GameStop, and we saw AMC. I want to talk about Siri. Just one last one. Siri, where's my Siri? Where did I have Siri? Okay, there you go. So Siri had a pullback. About 3%. So when you take a look at this fractal that I have it here, so it created this kind of M shape. This went up about 13% about a couple weeks ago. And similarly here, this one had a kind of making very similar pullback here is what they have it here. So that's very interesting. So by Friday, yeah, let's see, by Friday and Monday, I want to see if the series this thing pops like that. So this is now January 2nd, and then January 6th or 7th, so I want to see that happen. So yeah, I think Siri kind of tracking really well. And then after that, Siri has yeah, Siri is gonna do all this kind of another dilution. Sorry, not dilution. Accumulation. Going through this whole accumulation phase until end of March, and then the rally will kick off here. So we gotta pay attention. I think we should look at more data and tin foils and whatever. But yeah, by July or by end of June, I do expect crazy movement happen from end of end of March till July. So yeah, I want to focus on that. Once I start to see some of the price action like this from end of March, yeah, I wanna spend more time in Siri, because I think Siri can be extremely yeah, it could make a lot of money, right? You can make a lot of money from here if this actually happens. And the GameStop, I think because they're extremely slow, way slower than what I expected. So GameStop will squeeze, I think, later, like later as where was this one? Yeah, this is what I have here, which is same as this one. But when you take a look at this one, if this is a 2020, same as a Bitcoin, where it's heading into end of August and September area, which what happened here in RC. First stake announcement happened and then kick off the bull run. If that's where we at, like, we gotta still go through this whole volatility phase. And then when you know that the algo is extremely slow, very very slow, way like a 5.5, like I think almost like 5 times slower than maybe this time. Let's see, let's check it out. Let's check how slow it is. So this is the March. Let's calculate. So this is March. Hold on. This is March earning. Same March earning happened on the March 30, or was it March 26, March 28th. So let's check it out. From March earning to now, which is Jan 2nd, so that's 280 days. So just do like that, and then put a date range here from March earning, March 26 to somewhere maybe August 26 or something like that. Hold on, let me see. So the fractals here. So fractals here. So let's pull this back a little bit. Okay, so from 2020, it took 190 days. 150 days from March earning to right before gap up, which RC announced his first stake, right? 150 days. Right now, from the March earning. How come this one get pushed there? Okay, there's one. From March earning to where we at, somewhere here, it's 280 days. So when you actually calculate, and you can actually divide it into 282 divided by 150. So about 2 times slower than, right? 1.8, right? So you could just approximately say like it's 2 times slower. So now you put another date from here to Jan 27th. That's 156 days. You add you times 156, so they'll give you 293 days. That will be the final squeeze phase, I think. So if you add from here 200, how many is it? No, 290 days. So 290 days is it gives you 93 days. Okay, 93 days. That will give you end of October. So that's perfectly lined up with the Nvidia crash here, end of October, right? So there you go. So yeah, just yeah, not financial bias, but based on the fractals and time frame, I did find out that GameStop is currently 1.8 times slower than 2020, and now we are heading into end of August 2020, and if you apply all the time based on the speed, the final squeeze could happen in November, or by end of October to November. So keep that in mind. I mean, this final squeeze can get delayed. Who knows? Right? Nobody knows. But yeah, I think they're gonna spend more time doing accumulations, and we still got BBBY, right? So BBBY has to come back. Bye bye as a bye bye baby. Those things need to come back, and then a lot of people. I mean, some of the Bad Bath Beyond shareholders understand there'll be possible potential merger with GameStop, and then that will create a huge squeeze, forcing the short sellers to cover their shorts, which what I think show you before from this naked battle plan. When you look at number 6, there's a dual merger or spin-off. So Bye Bye Baby already got spun off from Bad Bath Beyond, from Chapter 11, and then this only thing is just merger. And then if they merge with GameStop, all those shorts will be forcefully, or they're forced to cover their shorts, right? So that's one of the thing I think. So I think we need to see a Bye Bye Baby shares come back, and then after that, merger will happen somewhere maybe end of the year. So we'll see. Maybe I think that's kind of my final thoughts. Can we expect strong close for weekly? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But how much is up now? Let's check. So right now it doesn't really do anything. It looks like they're just kind of dragging out a little bit. But based on the fractal here, yeah, we should see up to $33. I think we should see push upside one more time, and then maybe let's say we finish around here, maybe $33 or something, and then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know how they're gonna run this thing, but if they run like that, hold on, let me see, because I think there's a things that I feel like, hold on, let me see, I think it might not be here actually, because you see there's a pullback, and then this is the kind of same fractals here where there was a pullback, but I don't know if that's this phase. I think that's the phase. Yeah, that's this area, I think. Yeah, I think that's the area. And then we see there's kind of like ups and down, ups and down, ups and down, and we are here again. And now I need to see this thing rise up again, and then going through this kind of higher low like that. So we still need to see this one before gap up run. So I think something should kick off here. It says January 14. So January 14 is Tuesday. So maybe it could happen on the OPEX week. Jan 17 is OPEX week, right? I know there's a lot of option chains there, so I think they might kick off, this thing on that OPEX week, and then top off on 17. Goes ups and down, and then fall by February 3rd. So this, So this, let me lock this one up. So this one, hold on. Oh, come on, man. So this one, February 3rd. And that will be a potential dilution date, I think. Oh my god, hold on. I'm trying to grab this arrow here, but it doesn't let me. Okay, there you go. So maybe this one is February 3rd. Okay. So yeah, so for those of you who are playing options, just remind you again that I think we are end of October phase, heading into 2020 October phase, and this 2020 September phase, same as Bitcoin, and then the thing is, when you look at the time frame, right now it's almost 2 times slower than 2020. So just to make sure that keep that in mind that things are very slow. So yeah, just be careful with the options. Like I personally don't recommend like weeklies. I mean it's extremely dangerous, especially the markets are slow. So yeah, just be careful. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this answers some of the questions. I mean, I've been also thinking about this quite a lot. That when the squeeze phase gonna be? Are they gonna repeat the same May run within some of the time frames? But it does seem that they're going in for this kind of phase cycle, which is the 2020 2021, and we are now heading into 2020 end of August and then September. So same as Bitcoin. So hope that helps. So yeah, that's pretty much my update, and then I'll see you guys in next update. Thank you. Have a good night.